season 2 episode Ghost.
Hey, no, we came back for one episode and then left for a month.
Weeks vacation and everything else. Actually,
So many
I came
things.
back. Yes, we appreciate you guys tapping and sharing. We have so much. Now you're sitting so low. You see how low you're sitting?
Okay, you told me to like move it up. Hold on.
I told you I like the lights, but your camera sits too high. Your camera
is
should
that
be
better?
where you your camera should be where.
Is that better?
That's fine. It'll work.
Okay. Jesus.
No power right now? Dang, that's crazy. Yes, nice to see you guys.
I told Rado that obviously I'm in like a new setup because I finally got like a permanent desk in my house. So my background isn't the same anymore and it's not as cool because it's like these are huge windows behind me, which obviously I have to put the curtains because it would mess with the lighting and everything. But Rado told me that I look like I'm living in the Addams Family house.
Well, I mean, the candle's not as much in the view, and now you have a little bit of sunlight coming through. But before it was just like black curtain, black tabletop or a brown table, and candles. It definitely gave me the vibe. But when I look at you on TikTok, it's a little different because you have the lighting above you and.
I know it's because of the camera that we have to use for the Riverside. So
I mean, you could put it in front of you, but
what do you mean?
I like the setup. I just like the lights the best.
I know, but the thing is I would have to turn the camera like sideways.
Doesn't work. No.
It's right because it's like long.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Well, anyway, but.
Welcome to Simply Subject.
We're back.
We're back. So we'll kind of start off. I know a lot of people knew I went on vacation down in Mexico. That was a lot of fun. I like Mexico trips. Beaches.
It did look fun. Can you tell me everything you did? Because I feel like you were MIA.
Mexico's a little wild, to be honest with you. Mexico is not a little wild. The resort I went to is a little wild. But so I ended up going to the old Margaritaville.
How was that?
You know, I thought there'd be like a bunch of 80-year-olds there. Surprisingly enough, there was not. There was a bunch of young people and very few old people there. So
were you the old people?
I was the middle. Most people there were probably between 30 and 45, I think. And then there were some people older. Yeah.
Did you call them? I don't know if that, like, I was picturing like a bunch of like 20-year-olds, like early 20s, the way you described that.
There were some like under 30-year-olds.
Okay, so it was like a middle-age type of situation.
It was exactly, and it was cool. Obviously all inclusive. The rooms were super chill.
Wait, is that where you stayed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. That's so funny. That's so fun.
That I was at the Margaritaville?
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's fun.
Yeah, they have 2 hotels that are, I guess, fairly close. One that's like really close to Cancun, and then one that is a little bit more south, but not quite to Riviera Maya.
Which one were you at?
The one more south, the newer one. It was the newest one that got built. Food was good. Everything was nice. The only night that, I went with my buddy Chance. It was a boys trip. So that was fun. We did go to one restaurant that was a steakhouse that we actually picked out like our own cut of ribeye. It's like 16 ounces. So like that, we did pay a little more for, but well worth it. It was like aged, I don't know how many days, like 40 to 56 days.
Is that when you went live and it was so loud in the restaurant?
I don't remember which one. I don't remember where I went live at, honestly. I forgot.
Are you just finding out for the first time that you went live?
Yeah, I forgot that I did that. I forgot where I did that too.
You were at a restaurant and it was so loud, and I was live. You hopped into like my live.
No, that was the Italian place that I was live.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. The thing that reminded me was Katie in chat said Nanu's birthday. And then that's why I remember I went live. Because I was like, I don't remember going live to go live. But yeah, for Nanu's
you
birthday.
hopped in. Yeah. Okay.
It was good. Ended up doing a few adventures, went to do some deep sea fishing, which obviously was crazy. That caught that huge ass sailfish.
That was insane. I forgot
yeah.
about that too, dude. That trip feels like it was
Yeah,
forever
that was
ago
wild.
now.
Yeah, I did get seasick though, so pretty much like after bringing that bad boy in with my buddy Chance, I just like off the side of the boat just
Yeah, it was probably
went
all
to
the
town.
sun poisoning you gave yourself from not applying enough sunscreen.
I think that was after. I didn't really get sunburned until after that because I was pretty early in the trip. But it was just I never usually get seasickness, but yeah, there was definitely something that was not, it was actually a pretty rough day out there too, so it was a lot of like this
Yeah.
and
You
cry
don't
outside
take
the boat.
anything for it?
I never get seasick. I didn't even think about it. So, but it was
Oof.
fun. It was a half a day and it was just me and him and the crew, so it was really cool. Other than that, lots of like beach volleyball, or pool volleyball, I guess you could say. Played a ton of that. That's where I got sunburned. And I gotta tell you though, listen, everybody wanted me on their team. I'm just a natural born athlete.
So
I'm just gonna tell you this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a natural born athlete.
Everybody wanted you on their team.
Yeah, because I was whooping everybody's ass.
This sounds like not real. You're playing pool volleyball.
Yeah, no, I was legit like MVP every time we played and stuff. Everybody was down. Everybody wanted me to play. So, but I love sports and I get competitive as hell and stuff. But I was literally, I had to scoot so far back because I was just like rocketing like serves and stuff like that.
Sorry, Bones.
She's trying to eat your
hold
stuff.
on. She's trying.
Oh, she's gonna jack it up. Oh no, ruin the whole podcast, Bones. Do you see where she pushed your camera?
Sorry. Did she? Oh my god, my camera. Always.
There you go.
Is that better?
Never the last person, Katie. I am very athletic every time.
This is just a funny scenario that you went to Mexico and this is what the trip you had.
I mean, it was a trip. Here's where it gets wild. I saw a lot of pineapples.
Oh, that did take me 1 second. Oh, you did?
And I saw a lot of pineapples in action.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. What would happen is like earlier in the day, you would see everybody with their significant other or kind of separate groups. And then as the cups were tipping back further and further, everybody would kind of start getting together. And then I would see like other dudes with like other women and other women talking to other dudes.
Trading off?
Pretty much. And then, I watched one dude like basically get out of the pool and he had pineapples on his swim trunks. It was wild though because he like asked his wife for which room they were in. For some reason he forgot. But basically to take another girl, and then she like was saying like, well, he's never gonna get any from me the rest of this trip. Well, I'm like, maybe you both should be on board if you're gonna be swingers. Like, be okay with it instead of like one of you.
I think isn't that how that works? Doesn't it like both of you are chill with it type of thing?
Well, the thing was the girl was single and so I don't know. It was very awkward. And she said it was his birthday, so she was like, I only let him do this. So I'm like, yo, that's wild. I would never.
That's crazy. That's insane. That's funny you witnessed that. I don't know if I would I'm pretty observant, but I don't know if I would have noticed that.
It was because I wasn't really drinking. Like, I don't like drink very much in general. So, like, every once in a while I'd have something, but, like, I was pretty sober the entire time that we were there. So, it was a lot easier to people watch and stuff. But it was a good trip overall. A lot of fun. Met some really cool people that were not swingers. All the people that were not being wild and crazy.
I love that you went on to saying met some really good people after you told that whole story.
Yeah, no, it was yeah, there was but there were, yeah. We they had a thing called like Top Shark or something like that, which was kind of like their after party place at the resort. And we went there a couple times and just like people watched and the party stuff going on. And
Doesn't Margaritaville have like slides and stuff there?
maybe at the other one, but the one we were at didn't have
Mm.
slides. They had nice pools and stuff, multiple pools, and whatnot. But yeah, it was good. I would tell you though, like 7 days was like I would probably rather do like one last day. I was pretty much ready to like
Mm-hmm.
kind of go and stuff and
Yeah,
whatnot
I
by
get
then.
that. That's how I am on trips. Like, I typically, if it's like trips like that, where we're just going like one place,
Yeah.
I can only do like 5 days max. Our trips are usually so quick. Like, we just do like 3 days. Um,
Well, what happens
but,
on those resorts is it's like you have like basically like just a few food options. And so
mm,
like when you're consistently like doing the same thing over and over, I don't know, it's fine. It was fine. But yeah, if I'm like traveling around, it's different. But when you're like at an all inclusive and you're just like stationed there basically, just it was time. But we did go to this
yeah.
place called the Excarat, which was like this huge nature park.
Oh, you did go there because that's why I was so confused. I've stayed at Extra, like we've
Oh
gone
yeah.
there twice, and
Yeah.
we that's the only time I've ever been in Cancun. And it was so fun. So you posted something one day. That's why I texted you and I said, "Where are you staying?" Because I remember now
Oh.
you did tell me Margaritaville, and then you said Margaritaville, and then I was like, "Oh," because I didn't realize people go there just for like daytime things.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I thought it
Oh
was
yeah.
like a
Just
because
the
we like
resort.
fully stayed there and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was
That's
super fun.
Dax Karat has like one of the best reviews. Like not the nature park itself, but the actual
Hmm.
hotel and stuff is like one of the best places they say to stay
Oh
at.
my God, it was so cool. It was really fun when we went.
Yeah, but yeah, all that stuff was awesome. I mean, obviously they have like new jet boats. You can do the parasailing. There's dolphins, turtles. There's an aviation place. There's the butterflies. There's the fish. There's you can swim with
Yeah.
dolphins. We went and did the underground river swim where you go.
That's
Yeah,
what it looked like. I did that and then I did like the zip lining day and stuff too when we were there.
yeah. So tons of stuff. That was like probably my favorite day of
That's
doing
so
stuff.
fun. Yeah.
So
That's so
yeah,
cool.
that's good. What
I
about
love it.
you? You got anything fun coming up?
What's my well, oh,
Did
I
you
was
already
gonna say,
forget
I'm
about
like,
it?
what's my catch up? I was like, what's my catch up? No, well, we're talking about trips. I'm leaving in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks now? Holy crap. Let me look
Yeah,
at the
just
dates.
about.
Wow. Yeah, it's like just under 2 weeks. We're going on our big trip. It got switched up a little bit, but we're going to London first, and then we're going to Norway and then Sweden. So I'm really excited because I've been to London, but I've never been to Norway or Sweden. So
And how many
it'll
days
be
are you gonna be gone?
fun. We'll be gone for 10 days.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah, it is. Like for trips like that, we go on a trip like that like once a year.
Yeah.
So we usually kind of just do like 3 days in each spot. So it's like it's there's I feel like it's always nonstop. So by the time we come home, we're like pretty ready to go home. But no, it'll be good. I don't know exactly the full plans. We're going to one of my favorite restaurants I've ever been to, which is in London. I'm really excited for.
What's it
It's
called?
called Gymkhana. Gymkhana. It's an Indian restaurant. It's so good. It's literally like the best.
Hmm.
So I'm excited. We're gonna go there, and we have like a full itinerary. But if I'm being honest, like I haven't done anything about the itinerary. I'm just going along, so I don't even know what we're fully doing.
Have you
But
seen the stuff that was going on with tourists over in Spain?
with what?
With the tourists over in Spain,
No, what's happening there?
where like they don't want tourists over there, so they've been like finding them at restaurants and other places and squirting them with water guns and stuff and telling them to leave and things.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Wild. So Alex, I saw an Instagram where you guys had a freaking earthquake.
Oh yeah, my earthquake day. That was actually crazy because I've experienced many earthquakes from living here, but they're always very so mild where I was like, I'd been like, okay, yeah, we have earthquakes, whatever. Um, this one was actually this one was the worst that I've ever felt. That it actually like kind of scared me. I was like, dude, I was in my room. Luckily, too, like I had just gotten out of the shower like 10 minutes before this. So, but I was like in between like my room and my bathroom when I felt it happening. It shook so much. It was like a shake, but then it was a big like jolt like all of a
Yeah.
sudden. And my cats are never scared of anything. They don't get scared of like storms or fireworks. Like the way that when the jolt happened, they jumped out of the bed and like went flying under the bed so fast. I don't know how I didn't have anything broken. Like it's insane. Like the video that Alex posted, I had sent it to him. It sounds like all the glass in my cupboards
Yeah.
completely were shattering.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
can't. I don't know if is your camera above your fridge.
it's above, no, it's above my cabinets.
It looked like your cabinet was about to freaking fall over or whatever.
I know.
Uh,
It was insane. It did like we have big windows that open up right here. It did make one like fly down and it like broke it a little bit. The glass was fine, but we had to get that fixed because it wouldn't shut after that. But
did
yeah.
they say like what it was on the Richter scale? Yeah.
It was, oh man, I don't remember. I think it was a 4.9 or something, 4.7.
Uh, Breathe just said that they had one that was a 4.8 months ago.
Oh, dang. Yeah, yeah. Well, and the thing is I guess I've just like never been so close to like where it actually happened. It's not that far
New
away from
Jersey.
where we are. Yeah, it was insane.
That's wild though. Like you keep trying to convince me to move to LA, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to move somewhere where I'm going to get crushed by a building.
It's fine. We're all fine. It
Now,
happens.
this time,
I mean, what are you gonna do?
not move to LA and get crushed by a building.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. You can live your freaking farm life in Colorado and
Only thing's going to crush
just
me is
come
a
visit
tractor.
me. Well, that's true. I actually was thinking that. What do you guys have that's like scary?
Nothing. I mean, we can have some flooding. The things that are going to mess you up are adventurous things. Like we have people every year that pass because they end up in the river and they're not smart about it, and then they end up,
Mm-hmm.
drowning. So,
That
or
happened
like,
in oh yeah, blizzards. You guys have blizzards, don't you?
ooh, blizzard. Yeah.
Oh, I would actually rather live here and have to experience an earthquake every once in however long than ever drive in the snow. I would never drive in the snow. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
like you got to be careful. But you know what's fun during a blizzard? What I used to do when I was a kid? I used to go outside in all of my snow gear and lay in the snow and look up underneath lights and just watch the blizzard like blow over. It was
I don't think that would be me. I
country
don't think
life.
I would be doing that.
Hmm. Well,
But
I mean, the only other stuff is like wild animals or like you got to be careful, like avalanches. But like that's if you're off trekking.
avalanches.
Yeah, but that's like you have to
Okay,
be
you
off
want to
track.
talk about earthquakes.
An
Avalanche.
avalanche isn't going to come crush your home and stuff. I'm talking like you
Absolutely not.
you would never be in an avalanche anywhere, so you don't even like the snow. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you
shy.
get mauled by bears. Thank you, Shy.
Yeah, you could, but it doesn't happen.
I mean, that's what you say now.
It doesn't happen. So, anyways, Colorado's the best. We'll leave it at that. LA's fun to
Okay,
visit.
whatever.
I'll come back and get another
It is
tattoo.
fun to visit. Thank you. Yes.
So
That's
on
all
to
I can
our
ask for.
yeah, on to our trending. I have the best thing to talk about, and I hope everybody here has seen it. But we can start with the old Matthew Perry. That I knew
Okay,
there was
we're
gonna
gonna.
become something of that. I knew it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try to talk about this as coded as possible because obviously it's a sensitive thing to talk about, especially like on TikTok. So we're gonna try to switch some words around. But basically, it said that today there were multiple arrests made in connection with his passing.
Knew it.
So 5 people,
Knew
5.
it.
That's a lot. 5 have been charged in the connection with the passing of Matthew Perry. Federal officials in Los Angeles announced today. 3 of the defendants, including a doctor, have already pleaded guilty to the charges in connection with his passing, while 2 others, including a second doctor and a woman known as, we'll call her the K Queen. Am I allowed to say that?
Wait, I stopped reading it because you told me not to. You can say
I don't
that.
know if I can.
She's the
I
ketamine
can say
queen.
the full.
I said it.
Okay, Jesus.
If
Okay.
this live ends, sorry guys.
So she's the one that is accused of selling Matthew Perry the badge that made him pass. And yeah, she was also arrested today.
That was by, we're
saying passing for everything because that's not the words that any of us use. But and then yeah, basically the U.S. attorney said that the defendants took advantage of Mr. Perry's addiction issues to enrich themselves. They knew what they were doing was risking a great danger to Mr. Perry, but they did it anyways.
It's like Michael Jackson all over again.
Is it?
Michael Jackson's doctor would give him like uppers and downers to like wake him up and put him to sleep. Wake him up, put him to sleep. And basically,
I don't think I knew. I didn't know much about that. Well,
it's always, if you're famous and you know the doctors, that's what you do. You get all the stuff to make you do whatever you want. And then,
what's crazy is because I was like reading, I was reading more of like the interviews and stuff, or the articles, and they said basically like he was doing the treatment before and he was doing it with some company or whatever, and he wanted more, and the doctors were like, no, that's too much basically. So then he went to look for other sources to get it.
Who he found?
And then he found these people
that would queen.
Do it. Yes. And one of the people that were arrested is his assistant, because his assistant would like help him give it to him and stuff.
Yeah,
and his assistant was the one that came home and found him.
Yeah, probably because his assistant dropped it off and then was like, all right, I better go check because it's not picking up. But I knew it was going to be something like that. Like he's known for having addiction issues. And then like when they found him in the hot tub. Well, first of all, you're in a hot tub, bro. That's the one thing they tell you not to be when you're taking any kind of medication.
Well, I'm like, he was probably already on the medication and then decided to go into the hot tub after that. I don't think he have decided to go before. So yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Well, I would have gone before, and then he would still be here.
Well, okay.
No, it is sad. Anyway. It's a sad situation, but I knew there was more to it. And yeah, I mean, if you're gonna abuse the medical system with your, doctor's degree and all the other thing, and you're gonna do things that are illegal and it results in somebody, then yeah.
You don't have to make that noise. You can say passing.
I'm not in church, okay? It's weird.
Also, though, that doesn't even like represent, like, I don't even think the noise you're making is a good. Okay. Rado, that is bad.
What do you want me to represent it with?
Just be sensitive to this. You can't do that.
I was sensitive to Matthew Perry's passing for a very long time, but now I'm making fun of these people. So they deserve what they're going to get.
That, of course, yes, and they should. But it doesn't seem like you're making fun of the people. It seems like you're making fun of Matthew Perry.
That's only because you said it.
It feels like it. That's all I'm saying. I have drool on my arm from gloom.
That's awkward. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Olympics. Okay.
Wait. This is what I wanted to, I'm going to read. Don't read the second page. I wanted to read a part. So you talk about it. And
you can tell me what people are saying, but
no, you have to go into detail first and then.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. First of all, I don't know if anybody's been watching the Olympics or not. Have you watched any of the Olympics?
I don't watch, like, I haven't watched any, like, sat down and watched it on my TV or anything like that. Like, I've watched all on my TikTok and stuff. Like, I've kept up with, like, more, but I keep up with more, like, gymnastics, like Simone Biles and stuff like that.
This is better than the gymnastics. This is about
Yeah.
the world breakdancing Olympic competition.
Which I didn't know was a thing.
I don't know either. This might be the first year for it. Maybe not, but this is the first time I knew about breakdancing, honestly. And why
Oh,
do we
I
know?
think it was the first year. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't before this year. So very first year. Um, so this was for the women's breakdancing competition. And if anybody is not familiar, has not seen it, please go check out all the videos of the Australian. Her breakdancing name is Ray Gun. Cool name. I'm not gonna lie, cool name. Does her moves match her name? Absolutely not. If you guys have not seen her, it literally looks like a dog who's like on their back trying to like wiggle and scratch. It is like the worst performance of breakdancing I've ever seen.
It's like not even that, but like the one move where people call it like the kangaroo move, where she's literally like hopping. I was crying. I was laughing so hard when I was watching some of this stuff.
When I watched it, I thought it was satire. I was like, who let this person in here? Who let this person like
Well,
on the stage?
when I first, because I did see it come up on like on my TikTok feed and stuff, and I saw it a few times. Not once in my head did I think, oh, this is the Olympics. Like I thought that this was just like a random, like funny,
Yeah,
like thing that I was like a meme that I was missing out on, where I was like, oh, I had no idea. I don't think until today, until you said it, that I was like, I didn't know it was for the Olympics.
yeah. Well, I've watched the other girls, and there's definitely a night and day difference. Like she got eliminated, got disqualified on the first round. She didn't get a single vote. I don't blame anybody. But then you ask yourself, out of the entire country of Australia, how does Ray Gun make it to the Olympics? And I don't know who the woman was that was talking. She's like some sort of representative for Australia or something. But the things that she said is like, hey, she went out there to do what she was going to do. She wanted to represent her country. That's why she did the stupid ass kangaroo move. Like it was like they were talking, and I kind of felt bad a little
That's
bit.
why she did the kangaroo move.
Oh, that's what they were saying. Yeah, like she was just trying to do
Oh,
everything that represents Australia. And she even came out, she's like, I set out to do exactly what I was going to do, and blah, blah, blah. Here, are you ready for the kicker? Now that
yep.
there's more information that has come out. So they said that she has won all these competitions, okay, in Australia. The woman that was talking about her was like, she's our best breakdancer. She won all these competitions and blah, blah, blah. Well, come to find out, her husband and
She's
her,
our best breakdance.
yeah, like, how is that?
Sorry, that's just a really funny thing to say. They're like, this is all we got.
This is what we got. She's our best one. Like, and there's a reason for it.
Oh
She
my
won all
God.
these things. Well, the reason that she won is her and her husband own the company that freaking presents these competitions, and they run it.
That's
And she's
that's
won every single
amazing.
one. Yeah, well, because you fucking own it. Duh. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is wild. Like, it was rigged from the beginning, and then you're gonna go and put on that show. Honestly, at that point, I don't feel bad for her at all. I don't. She's apparently devastated, but listen, you put yourself in that position. That's karma.
I this is what I was gonna read to you is that I was reading some of the comments of like what people were saying on it and stuff, and this one like really got me. It says that one user on X wrote, I'd like to personally thank Reagan for making millions of people worldwide think, huh, maybe I can make the Olympics too.
It outshined anything the Olympics had. That's the sad thing. That's
Oh,
wild.
this is so funny, but it's so true. Like I watched that and I was like, it just reminded me of like people that are trying to do like hip hop that can't like do hip hop dancing, and that's what it
Eh,
reminded me. It reminds me of like me trying to like do hip hop because
No,
I used to do hip hop and
it,
I can't do it, and
show
that's what
us.
it reminds me of.
Show us.
No,
Show us
I'm not.
it
I
cannot
can't.
be worse. It
I'm
cannot
just
be
gonna.
worse than that
I'm
performance.
just gonna start kangaroo hopping. I
Yo,
cannot.
the
But
poses,
Reagan,
yeah, the poses that she did. Here's the other thing. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen that video of like the 90-year-old woman talking about how you break
oh
dance, and she's
yeah,
like, you got to make
she's
yourself.
not 90.
No, in the 90s,
Oh, in the 90s. I think it's a
Yeah.
9-year-old woman.
No, in the
Um,
90s. I might have said that, but in the 90s.
yes, with the blue, like the blue jacket, and
Yeah.
she's like, and hit, and
Hit
hit.
and hit. You gotta keep yourself loose. You gotta
Dude, I
move
love
yourself
that girl
around.
so much.
Yo, that's the moves that she was pulling was shit that's so outdated.
It
Like
was.
she was literally walking in like a circle around the stage and would like roll over and like pose like this. And I'm just like she was like this. And I'm like,
The
yo,
funniest part though is like when she was watching like the other girl dancing or break dancing or whatever, there were times if you like look at her, she's like yawning.
you should watch the judges' faces as they're watching her. Like there's
I tried. If you can send me the phone, I actually tried so hard to find today. I went to Reddit, I went everywhere to find the full video of it, and I can't find it.
yeah, probably because it's so embarrassing.
Well, Reagan said, I just want to start by thanking all the people who have supported me. I really appreciate the positivity, and I'm glad I was able to bring some joy into your lives. That's what I had hoped. I didn't realize that that would also open the door for so much hate, which has frankly been pretty devastating. That's very sad.
Yeah,
but you have to like also be aware of like,
dude, you rigged all of your breakdancing competitions because you own them and put yourself through to go to the Olympics, and now you're on a world stage where you suck ass. Like
I feel like she was like a big fish in like a little pond or something, which is
you mean a
sad.
little fish in a big pond?
No.
How was she a big fish in a little pond?
She's a big fish in a little pond where she came from. That's the saying. And then she came here, and she was no longer.
No. She was not a big fish. The other way? She rigged it. She was a little fish there too.
I'm saying, like, who knows? Do you know if Australia breakdancers? I don't maybe
care
it's not
where
a thing
you
there.
live.
Maybe she is the best. Maybe she is the best there is what I'm saying. And then she came to the Olympics and then like
here's what
really
we're gonna do.
Flopped.
Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to start a competition for the best podcasters out there. You and I are gonna run it though, and we will have the votes on it. And simply
honestly, that is kind of smart. That is pretty smart. If you think about it, it's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing business wise. But it is kind of smart.
I'm sorry.
I mean, not in the long run. She obviously is really that's why you don't do that because look what happens. But it got her to the Olympics. I mean, people are going to know Ray Gun now.
I would not want to be known as Ray Gun. Hell no. Listen, no, like the things that she will ever go down in history as like the worst thing that has ever happened to the Olympics ever. Like they're probably never going to have breakdancing again. They're probably going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
She ruined it for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But that's cool. You
know what they are talking about adding to the Olympics though?
What?
Esports.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll see if it happens.
How many things are at the Olympics? There's so many things.
There's so many things that are outdated too that I'm like, I don't even care about this stuff.
Isn't it in LA next?
It is in LA. Ooh, you gonna go?
How do you go to? Do you just buy tickets?
Yeah,
how do you go to the Olympics?
Yeah, you buy tickets as a whatever you call it, a viewer. What if she has like a corporate job? No, her corporate job is running breakdancing competitions for her to win. I would listen. I love that she entertained all of us.
It sounds like you really don't like Reagan.
No, I actually felt bad for her. I was like, damn, that's like kind of like everybody else. Like, damn, that's all Australia has. But then when I found out that the competitions she was winning were the competitions she was running, like, come on, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, you should be fine.
I get it.
Like, now you have to leave Australia and go live somewhere else.
Oh my God. She does? That's what this has come to?
I mean, that's what I would feel like. I'd be like, I don't want you representing us anymore.
Here's the thing, is it probably just like spiraled so out of control that she was like, what the fuck? Like, she probably was like, okay, getting into the Olympics, like hilarious, and then like actually made it to the Olympics, and then it was like, well, shit, now I got to do something. And then, I mean, here's the thing: is who the hell? How did she even get there in the first place? Like, she had to you audition or something, right? Like, what is it? You just get placed there?
No, well, no, you're.
They say, "Hey, Australia, who's the best man you got?" And then they send.
Well, they have like commissions. They have commissions for everything, and so like, yeah, they look at athletes and they say, okay, we have breakdancing and blah, blah, blah. And obviously she's been winning all these competitions. And so, yeah, that's your best breakdancer in Australia. You're like a national champion breakdancer. Yet, again, every single one of them is under your business. So, like, you don't see anything fish. It would be so awesome if they like went back and took away all of her medals that she won.
Rado, what?
Listen, maybe that's a little much, but I just don't have sympathy for people.
She needs all her medals taken away, and she needs to move out of Australia.
Get out of here. Go move to Iceland. I don't know. That's wild to me though. But and then come to find out, now I didn't have time to really do my deep research, but apparently she has a PhD in breakdancing. She probably gave it to herself also. Probably ran the breakdancing school that issues
honestly,
the PhD.
If that's the case, this woman is pretty smart.
I'm just gonna do all that stuff myself. I'm gonna run all these things, and I'm just gonna own it all, and then I'm just gonna like make myself be like the best. You know,
you should do a trial of that. You should start a new business or something, a new venture, and like advertise it as that, like you're the best, and like make up all these things and see how far you can get just for like a little tester.
Yeah, like
I want to see you do something. Like you could do
caveman games.
I mean, why don't you do breakdancing?
It's already been invented.
You should do that. Why don't you start this? I know, but let's do it again. Let's see if it actually works for you.
It does. I don't even know how to do that. There's probably already a breakdancing. There's a thing for that already. It's got to be something like.
So now you're saying it's what Reagan did was hard.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she cheated the system, and yeah, maybe it was a lot of work to cheat the system, but she cheated the system. Maybe I'll do something like weed whacking. We'll do like a weed whacking competition, and then I'll win all the weed whacking, and then I'll be like, this needs to be an Olympic event. And then they can go out there and I'll weed whack everything. Anyways, guys.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, you capture my point here. Exactly.
I get it, but I love it. Like, do that. I want to do this. I want to do this, like little tester of fly for you. I want to see if it works.
They should give her a new nickname instead of like Ray Gun. It should be like Dumb Gun or something, or Unbreakable.
But you hate this poor woman. She's devastated, she said.
Oh my, ooh, you cheated the system and now you got caught that you've been doing this and you suck ass at breakdancing. Like, listen.
All right, maybe we should just end this before you start saying worse things. See, why don't you should do it? I'm going to make you a breakdancing.
Yeah, that was already 10 times better than her moves.
As the best. Yeah, we're going to advertise you.
She is affecting my life, Katie, because we're talking about it on the podcast. Wow.
Don't yell at Katie.
Hey, look at that little meatball. What's she taking?
Hey.
Watch it.
You no, don't don't change the subject. Say sorry to Katie.
Why do I have to say sorry to Katie?
You yelled at Katie.
I wasn't yelling at Katie. I'm just saying it is affecting my life.
Say Katie, I'm sorry for yelling.
Katie, I'm sorry that Abby thinks I was yelling at.
That is making things worse.
Is that gaslighting?
It is.
I'm gaslighting.
Say you're sorry to Katie.
Am I gaslighting Katie or Abby on that one?
Both.
Sorry,
you're doing both.
Sorry for gaslighting.
Just say sorry, Katie.
Both.
Thank you.
Anyways,
okay,
hey, guys, this is the end of our Olympic podcast. We will be in the Olympics in LA as soon as we open our podcast event. Did you hear him bark?
Oh, we're gonna be. Oh, that's a good dude. See, we should start podcasting for the Olympics. Make it a thing. We're the best podcaster, dude. See, this is genius.
We already win.
Insane. Insane. I love this
winners.
idea. This is where I was trying to go.
Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for being here for us to talk about Ray Gun. That's really all I wanted to talk about today. And
all of it.
We appreciate all of you, all the support, everybody on TikTok Live. If you want to catch us live, we are live every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can catch us for the live show. Otherwise, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Email us at simplysubjectivepodcast@gmail.com. We love you guys, and thank you for watching. Ray Gun.